gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
It's time for the Early Bird Special. Bringing you the best stories from the world of sports and sports entertainment. Now, here are your hosts, Sparky and Burdick.
We've got one of our best favorite fighters back in studio.
Mr. Bruno, sir, how are you? Have we changed the walkout song yet? Come on, we gotta get. We're already running out of time on this Coco movie, my guy.
I know. I'll do it. I swear.
Sounds good.
I gotta wait for the timing.
It's true. This is true. Everything's about timing.
Yeah.
Well, how are you? How are you feeling before your next big? Actually, no. Before we get to the next one, let's talk about the one that you had the last time you were here. Since we haven't gotten to talk to you, then how did that go?
No, I was good, right?
Yeah.
You guys saw the results.
I did, but let everybody know exactly what happened and how you pulled it off.
Yeah. So the fight was I took it on 11 days notice, and then we did a catch weight, obviously. And I beat him in the first round, TKO.
Pretty easily.
Yeah, there was only 1 second left in the round, so it was nice.
Nice.
So it was like 4:59, round one. I hit him with the knee right at the end, and then I seen his eyes roll back, and I was like, okay.
Night.
Yeah, I was like, this is it. This is the end. So
nice. Well, I mean, again, on 11 days notice, I don't know a lot of fighters that could pull off a knockout win, let alone a win in general with that little time to pull this off.
If you guys seen what my lifestyle was a couple weeks before that fight, you'd
probably understand a little bit.
No, you'd be pretty surprised that I won. I mean,
really?
I was eating and sitting around the freaking.
Well, I mean, it is your off time, so I guess that would make.
Well, I was coming off that other fight, and then I had probably took like 3 weeks, almost a month, to come back to training, and then I was only training for like 2 weeks, but it wasn't hard training. It was like just touching mitts and stuff, and then they were like, "You want this fight?" And it was 11 days. So I had no hard training up until, it was just my camp before that I put in the work for that kind of, went into the next fight, Yeah.
So how much weight did you have to lose in 11 days?
It was actually tough, because he was like, oh, they were like, you want the fight at 145? I said yes. And they were like, never mind. He said no. And I get, what the hell are you guys doing?
Yeah, it's like, you're asking me
you guys
to fight
offered me. You offered me the fight at 145. I said yes. They're like, never mind. He said no. I was like, okay, then this guy's, he kept doing this crap. And then they're like, the next day, my coach is like, hey, they want to do it at 150. And I was like, even better.
Yeah, I know. So I don't have to drop that much.
Because I'm fat right now anyways.
What were you at the time?
Like almost 170.
Oh, wow. So 20, okay. Like,
yeah, and
20
then,
pounds ain't easy to lose.
No,
either.
and so like a lot of that initial water weight just sheds right off.
Absolutely.
Because there's just so much water retention and stuff.
But it's never the amount you need.
No. Yeah, and then so like I had to cut 6 or 7 pounds of like straight water, but it kind of hurt. It felt kind of like making weight when I actually make weight in my proper weight class. So I was like, dang, it hurt pretty bad. But I got in there and performed. I rehydrated well. So
you just took it out on him.
Yeah, I was like, dumbass.
Anger me before this fight.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, you had plenty of time to go into this next fight that you'll be going into in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
It's in 19 days.
19 days.
It's in Porterville.
So, obviously, you've had more time. What is the difference that you kind of have? Like, are you more comfortable going into this one now that you've had the proper amount of time to prepare for it?
Oh yeah, certainly. Yeah.
So, or like, how are you really approaching this next one?
Yeah, that was a rare occasion, kind of like that last fight. Obviously, that was like the shortest notice fight I've ever took. So, yeah, this is normal. I had 8 weeks or so before they told me, hey, do you want to fight? So I said okay, and yeah, I have the proper amount of time and everything put into it. So
was it the same weight class?
I'm 145.
Okay.
So I attempted 135 again in May, and I didn't make weight. So that was the first time I failed weight, and the other one was a weird circumstance, catch weight, obviously short notice. So this is a proper weight class, 145. So
talk about that a little bit though, because I don't think a lot of people know what happens when a fighter doesn't make weight. Like, is there like a sense of pride for you guys when you don't make weight? Like, how does that feel when you get that look and you're like, hey, dude, you're too heavy?
There's a huge, it's like it's very much looked at as like a disrespectful thing too. If you come in really overweight, it's almost looked at as like you're not
giving it.
You're so undisciplined that you're not even trying to make weight. Which some guys do that, which that's bad. But It looks bad on them, but I really did legitimately try to make weight at 135, and I got down to like 139.9, 139.8.
So it wasn't necessarily that far off.
It wasn't
but still enough.
It wasn't terrible. I mean, it was pretty bad. I had to make 136, so I was, 3 pounds away or something,
Right.
3 or 4. But I did try. Like, I tried my hardest. Like, after this last one, I got up to 177.
Mm-hmm.
So that just goes to show you like how big I can get.
Yeah, and weight is such a weird thing too. It fluctuates, and obviously, like you said, based on what you're doing and how you're eating, it could go up and down quickly.
It's as you age too, you get a little denser. So,
Right.
So like now I'm 29 now. In my early 20s, I was walking around a little light, like a lot lighter, fairly easily. I could eat whatever. I could eat burritos and pizza.
And
Walk around at 155 pounds, and now it's not the case. So
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you have to find days to enjoy it too at some point. But so, who are we looking at here or with your upcoming fight? Size them up for us. What can we expect?
So this is gonna be a classic grappler versus striker. Fight. This guy's he's a wrestler, so he's gonna look to hump my legs and
take you down,
hold me down on the ground and make it boring. So
We just had a wrestler in here not too long ago claiming that wrestling is the best style of fighting for this combat stuff. How do you feel about that?
I agree. If it's if you have like a Khabib level of grappling and you can hold people down and beat them up, it's great. And it can be exciting if you can be exciting with it. If you're actually beating people up on the ground and getting submissions, but if you're being boring with it and you're just holding positions and the crowd is booing, you're kind of you may be winning. You might be winning fights and stuff, but man, people really don't want to see that.
Does that affect people like you guys calling them as well for fights? Like,
for
if you
sure.
know a guy is just going to sit there and just drain out the clock, you have nothing to do
Oh
with
yeah,
it?
especially if you're a striker, because you're like, why do I want to get matched up with this guy? I mean, he's, especially if they know their wrestling is weak, then a guy will be like, hesitate towards fighting grapplers, trying to avoid that as much as possible. But you have to be able to, this is MMA, so you got to be able to do everything.
Right.
So
You have to be able to mix your bag, obviously. But who do you look for then when you're looking for a fight? When your group is like, you know what, we need to find him a good opponent for him to be able to beat. Who's like your perfect shot?
I kind of like guys that are just kind of well rounded.
Really?
Yeah, because we can kind of test each other's skills everywhere. But when a guy's really just grappling heavy and focused only on wrestling or something, it gets a little annoying because you're like, let's just fight already.
Yeah. I mean, at some point,
Stop
you have
hugging,
to let
man.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got to let it go.
But it's part of the game, so if I can't complain about it.
Right.
If I want to go do kickboxing, I can go do that.
Right. I mean, again, it's everybody's different. That's, I think, what people like about MMA is every fighting style has its own unique like twist to it.
Yeah.
That's why I've always been curious, like when these fights get made, you have to at least scope out the guy and say, okay, he wrestles too much, or that guy, I'm not 100% sure if his strikes are even worth going up against. So like, is that something that you guys in your camp just really focus on? Because it's like, obviously you want to fight the best of the best every single time.
Yeah. I think, it's always looking at a guy that's kind of like near your level or close to it, or, maybe you're trying to step it up. So,
have you ever tried to like take a shot at somebody that is probably just way above or thinks they're way above you?
I did. I mean, I did in my pro debut. I fought a guy who was out of Khabib's camp. He was an AKA in San Jose, and this dude was like from Chechnya. He was like, he's a beast, know. And I just fought some like Russian dude. That was my first fight. I didn't even know how to say his name. It was like, I can't even say it actually.
Was there a little bit of trash talking
and
going back and forth?
Yeah, I had a couple opponent changes. It was actually supposed to be the guy I fought last. That was supposed to be my first fight.
Right, I remember you telling me that.
He wouldn't sign it, so I got that guy, and I said, all right. And it was probably a bad idea, I got choked out like the first round, but
well.
Yeah, we live and we learn. So.
Exactly. And you're going to lose a couple. I mean, not everybody can go undefeated, but what do you do when you lose those matches and try to bounce back from them? Like, how does camp for the next match change?
A lot of it changes. Obviously, if the style of opponent changes, then,
Adjust your training.
Yeah, you're going to adjust the training and everything. But you got to address how you lost to and figure out, okay, what went wrong here and stuff like that.
Right.
It probably helps you continue to grow as an MMA fighter.
Yeah,
in general.
definitely. Yeah, you learn from your mistakes, and then if you don't, then you're probably kind of low IQ, so
Wow.
you got to learn from your mistakes. So, you know, hey, I've made the same mistake quite a few times and still do it sometimes, but
adapt and survive. That's all that matters. But I mean, sometimes those mistakes can work on other people. You never know.
But your mindset changes too. Like, you know, after a loss or whatever, it can mess up with your confidence and everything. So some guys, it can kill their confidence. Some guys, it can make them drive them to train even harder and then come in hot the next fight. Like, okay, I'm not going to lose.
Absolutely.
So,
well, you're obviously on a win streak. When are we going to see you with a belt around your waist? Hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon. This fight is going to be for 559 Fights. This is their second pro card.
Okay.
So whenever they start, you know, putting on title fights and everything, we'll see who the champ is and things like that.
We have Sergio's email, and I'm telling him right now, we better see a belt around this boy's waist at some point, or at least a shot at one.
Heck yeah.
But, I mean, what are you looking forward to with this next one? I know this next one's in Porterville, right?
Yeah.
It's not in the usual Visalia area, so what can people expect from this venue?
It's a good venue. If it's 21 and over, so you got to be 21. You can gamble, you know, there's a casino, so it's great.
Can I bet on the fight?
Yeah, and it's super close to Bakersfield. So this fight was also, I believe it's going to be on ESPN Plus on Fight Pass.
Nice.
There we go.
UFC Fight Pass. So if you're at home and, you know, obviously not everybody wants to drive to the casino. So
Right. But I mean, at this point, I mean, you guys growing ever more every single time with each of these fights, that's got to be exciting. I mean, being on ESPN, is this your first one that's going to be televised?
No, I've had one or two that were.
Oh, okay.
But this is another one. So
And 559 packs the house, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
it'll be sold out.
YouTube pages. I mean, you guys released the fights dang near that night, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and
Like
it's
that week or
always
something.
packed out.
yeah,
So
they always sell out. Yeah, so it'll be good. This is gonna be a good fight. I mean, I think everybody should be expecting fireworks.
I hope so. I mean, well, we're expecting fireworks as long as you win. That's all that matters at this point, my friend.
You know our boys got it.
That's what I'm saying. But I swear, if I don't hear, we don't talk about Bruno within the next 2 to 3 fights, right? We're going to have some words.
I got you.
And I'll tell you, 559fights.com. Get your tickets while you can.
118, correct? Is that the one that's coming up, or is it 119?
119.
119, that's right. Okay, that's right, because the guy we just had was 118.
Yeah.
I always get the numbers mixed up.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah,
fault. I'm a little dyslexic.
119 on the 19th of October.
Absolutely.
Get your tickets, 559fights.com, and we'll be bugging Sergio and get you back in here with the belt.
Yes, sir. And go ahead and use code SBruno at your checkout if you buy them online.
Does that get you a good discount?
That will give me ticket sales.
Oh,
Boom.
there you go.
You'll throw me a couple bucks.
Absolutely.
So if you want to come watch me, then put in promo code capital S dot Bruno, capital B.
Fantastic.
And
Okay.
That's a promo code.
Awesome. Well, we'll put that up on our socials for you as
Sweet.
well, so that way we'll get some tickets going your way. But
Appreciate
my friend,
that.
thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you as always. And like I said, next time we see you in here, it better be for a title fight, because if not, Sergio, we're going to have some words with you as well, my friend. This is the Early Bird Special, though. We got tickets.